Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome to my channel. I think I should first address the elephant in the room, or maybe you're just not even observing it. I colored my hair, okay? This is the color, this is my new hair. So I did global and highlights both in shades of brown, and I think because I did both together it's looking very seamless. The last time and the first time I got my hair color done, it was just highlights and it didn't look as seamless, and none of them suggested me that I do global as well. But this looks so nice, well blended, seamless, not in your face, but it's still something different and nice. I love change. I love a healthy change like this. I already feel myself, I feel confident, I feel fresh and almost new. So yeah, so I've done my top makeup recommendations of 2024, two videos actually, one under 500, one in general, and I thought it was only fair for me to sit and talk about all of my favorite skincare of 2024. So I have some really favorites and some meh average, so I thought I'll just combine them both instead of doing two separate videos. By the way, my skin type is dry, mostly dehydrated as well, very rarely oily. Like, I'm just starting to get oily in this weather, in monsoon weather. Otherwise I'm just dry, dehydrated and acne prone. How can I forget that? So if anybody is watching, just for reference, that's my skin type. Now let's get started. I'm gonna start in the same order that you do your skincare, so cleanser, toner, essence, serum and all of that. Okay, let's go. The first cleanser and the only cleanser that I've used this year and most of last year as well is the Foxtail Daily Duet Hydrating Cleanser. As the name suggests, it is a very nice, very luxurious gel cleanser, and this is a new one. Like you can see, the one that I'm currently using is in my bathroom, and I thought instead of getting that old one, I would just show you this one. I just restock on them every time Foxtail is having a great discount, which, I mean, they keep having discounts on their official website, and then Nykaa, during Nykaa Pink Sale and all of that, I just restock Foxtail's products a lot. So this cleanser just tops the list for me. I cannot use very creamy cleanser. Well, when I say creamy, I would point out the Face Shop cream cleanser. I'll put a picture somewhere here, but I bought it because it was so hyped at one point and completely dried out my skin. I had to completely switch it out and then replace it with my Simple cleanser. So Simple's face wash, the green one, great cleanser. I mean, I've used it for years, and I was just looking for something in the same zone, in the same vibe, but a little bit different, because I was just repurchasing it over and over and over and over, and that's when I bought this, tried it, fell in love, and I love this. What else do I say? It's very gentle on the skin, does not make it super dry or flaky at all, and it's very affordable as well. I mean, Foxtail in general is a great affordable Indian skincare brand. I've loved their Serum and Moisturizer for, again, almost 1 year at this point. So yeah, I think you cannot go wrong with Foxtail and this cleanser at least. Immediately after washing my face, out of habit, because again this is something I've been using for, I don't know, almost a year at this point, or 6 months at least, I spray this on. This is the Uriaj Thermal Water. Samapti Banerjee got me hooked into it, and when she was talking about this, she mentioned that she has tried other thermal sprays as well, but this is the one that she likes the most, and that was just like a sign for me to get this for myself. If you have dry, dehydrated skin especially, your skin is going to love this. So I still have some of it left, and right now I have like the bigger bottle of this. So let me read the claims here. It says its unique concentration of minerals and trace elements provides its scientifically proven moisturizing, protective and soothing properties, 100% pure and natural. It reinforces the skin barrier, yes, and protects the skin of the whole family every day. I'm not sure. Spray and let it work, and I completely agree, especially when I'm breaking out during that time of the month. I love spraying this. It's so soothing, so calming, and I would totally agree with the skin barrier claim, because I was so addicted to this at one point. I was buying bottles and bottles of it even before I was running out of this, and I thought it's very unhealthy. So once I ran out of it, I took a break from it to just see what happens if I don't use it, and I definitely saw some difference in my skin. It was not as plump and hydrated and healthy. There was some texture happening. It was feeling a little dry, and I just immediately went back to this. A great discovery, thanks to Samapti. My dry skin, dehydrated skin loves this, and you can actually like restock on this every Nykaa Pink Sale, and I think now it's also available on Amazon. So again, dry dehydrated girlies or even guys watching this video, check this out. Before I move on to the essence toner serum category, I have to give a quick shout out to the Cult app, because this year for me was all about really experimenting with good Korean skincare, and it was only possible because of the Cult app. I was able to get really good discount on some really amazing expensive Korean skincare. It's kind of sad that most of these products are not available on Cult anymore. I just keep checking just in case they are back in stock and I can grab it on discount, but no luck yet. So now I need to figure out where to buy these items on full price. Not all of them, but some of them, because some of them have become like ride or die. So the first one, which I mean blew my mind, I just bought it because there was a great discount on this brand and my skin loves this. It loves this. Okay, so it's the Royal Honey Propolis Enriched Toner from the brand Skin Food. This is how it looks like. There's this whole range again of this, and you can see I'm at the last leg of it. There's very little left, और ये भी मैं बहुत संभाल के इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ कि जब मेरी skin बहुत ही ज़्यादा dry है तो I'm using this. But I think this one and the ginseng serum from I'm From, these took care of my skin barrier so much. And again, this year for me was all about realizing कि I have to strengthen my skin barrier more than just like working on exfoliating or vitamin C or depigmentation serum. Like for me, all of the previous year was all about pigmentation hatana hai, marks hatane hai, and right now I'm taking a slower approach in that category. Like wo aaram se hota rahega. But something that I worked on this year was my skin barrier, and I have to give a major shout out to these two. So the first, again, like I said, is this toner from Skin Food, and it's, why am I sniffing this? I guess because I also loved the fragrance on this. By the way, this is not fragrance free, at least I don't think. It has this super liquidy texture, and something about it just absorbs instantly into my skin. It supports a very healthy skin barrier. So again, when I'm breaking out, I know my skin is very irritated, I use this and it immediately calms the skin down, and the next morning I wake up with like very less to almost no texture. Like I used to get texture a lot right on my cheeks, and that's when I was like, let me switch things up a little bit, and this really took care of it. And I think I'm going to repurchase this. I just need to figure out where. I think it is available on Foxy, also on Beauty Barn if I'm not wrong. Macron also has it. I just need to see which is the best website to shop this from. If you guys have a better idea maybe on this, let me know in the comment section below. Now, just apart from my experience, I'm also reading some claims. It is suggested for dehydrated skin, yes. Dry weather, oh my god, yes, Bangalore has really dry weather. Dull and rough skin, oh yeah, absolutely. Like my skin was super rough, all the texture. Now it has pure black bee propolis, which gives deep moisturization. Special pro shield technique enhanced the effect of moisturizing and firming skin barrier. So like I said, like it really helps strengthen the skin barrier, and I'm totally repurchasing this. Another toner I picked up from the Cult app is from Benton. It's their Snail Bee Skin Toner. It says it's dermatologically tested, pH balanced, slightly acidic. So I did some research, and in paper this is supposed to be really nice and hydrating and really calming on the skin. I think it is calming, but I feel like my skin just needs a little more than just this liquidy, watery texture of a toner, you know? Like my skin loves something which is kind of like this, has more emollients than something watery, and it's just a trend that I've observed now that I've tried so many over this year. So this one is almost like water, absorbs really quickly, no doubt, and I'm sure is calming, but that's pretty much all I experienced with this toner, which is why you can see I've not used it all that much. So this one for me was an okay toner, nothing life-changing about it. So this one was a pass for me. Let me know if you guys have tried it. I know this is like huge in the Korean market, or it used to be. I mean, the trends change, products come in and go out, so maybe it's not that famous anymore. But when I was researching about it, a lot of people recommended this. They actually preferred this one over the COSRX one, so which is why I bought this, but didn't really notice a huge difference. Now I have quite a few serums to talk about, so I'm gonna breeze through this because I have quite a few. Okay, let's go. First serum again is from Benton, the same brand as the previous toner. It's their Snail Bee Ultimate Serum. I have used up a lot of it actually, like you can see. थोड़ा सा बचा हुआ है यहाँ पे, and this is supposed to be like a competition to the CosRX one, and when I was again researching about this, I saw that a lot of people preferred this one over the CosRX one because not a lot of people like that gooey consistency and texture, whereas this one does not give you that. So let me show you the texture of this. So there's the serum. It has a little viscosity to it. It's not super runny and liquidy. Definitely a little bit viscous, but it's not the same as the CosRX one, which is why a lot of people said that I prefer this one over the CosRX. I like the texture. It's just easier to manage and absorb on the skin, which is why I bought this. And the same comment again, it is nice, it's calming, it's soothing, but that's pretty much it. Like I said already multiple times, at this point I need something more emollient, and these two even together, when I pair these together, just don't cut it for me. My skin does not feel plump and moisturized the next morning. So I think these products would be great for somebody who has normal combination to oily skin, but if you have dry to extremely dry skin and you already live in a dry weather, then these two would not cut it for you. I now have the Black Rice Hyaluronic Anti-Wrinkle Serum from this brand called Haru Haru Wonder. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure, but this is how the packaging looks like. And this, by the way, you guys, is my second bottle. I'm not kidding, this is my second bottle. So in a span of 4 months, I finished one and this is my second one, और इसका भी आधा खत्म कर लिया मैंने. And the reason why I love this so much is because I almost feel the difference the next morning. So this is supposed to be anti-wrinkle, right? And the next morning when I wake up, I actually feel like my skin is a little bit tight. I know, like at first I was like, it's just placebo, you know, maybe, I don't know, like I just could not believe that that is what I'm experiencing. But I gave it a fair shot. I finished one bottle and every night I would use this. The next morning my skin would just not only feel plump, hydrated, moisturized, but it would feel a little tighter. I'm not kidding, okay, I'm not kidding, which is why this is my second bottle. But it just works, you guys. So it says that this is infused with fermented black rice to provide nourishment to the skin. Added hyaluronic acid hydrates the skin and makes it plump, reduces fine line and improves skin elasticity for younger looking complexion, vegan and cruelty free. Key ingredients: tocopherol conditions, moisturizes and calms the skin. Hyaluronic acid, adenosine reduces wrinkles. Soy lecithin improves skin elasticity. Fermented bamboo shoot bark extract soothes the skin. And I really feel like this is like that all-in-one product for your nighttime skincare routine on the days that maybe you're not using, let's say, a retinol serum like this one. You can use this and still pretty much see almost the same benefit as you would with a retinol serum. I know that is like a huge claim, and I'm no dermat, so I understand, but I'm just sharing this based on my experience because that's exactly how I feel when I wake up the next morning, okay? And I think I'm gonna be repurchasing this for a long time at least. I have another serum from the same brand. This is their Black Rice Serum. Now this one is okay. I mean, again, it is pretty much like the Benton serum in consistency, like you can see. Dropped it, that's great, but you can see the consistency is pretty much the same, a little bit viscous. I really don't see a huge difference with these kind of serums on my skin, so I think I'm gonna keep one of these handy every once in a while when my skin needs some soothing properties, but I'm definitely not going to keep like similar serums in my collection because they don't do a lot for me. So yeah, I think it's a good one. It's a nice calming serum. It really did not add much to my skin, so I'm gonna skip that. This was like an average product for me. The next serum is actually from Dermaco. It's the Snail Peptide Hydrating Serum for smooth and moisturized skin. This has 2% niacinamide and 2% peptide complex. You can't even tell how much I've used it because it's completely covered, but I've also featured this one in one of my previous favorites video, and it's quite nice. Like, yes, it is like a snail serum in consistency, but what makes it a little bit different and more nourishing to the skin is because of the peptide. I think I see a difference, like when I use this one versus this one, it's just more plump and hydrated and nourished, which is why I had to feature it in this video as well. But like I said, these three serums fall in the same category, so if I have to pick one of these three, I think I would choose this one because it's not as expensive as these two and provide you a little bit better results than these two. So yeah, I quite like this next serum I've already talked about in my previous video. This is from this is their ginseng serum. I've completely emptied it, and such a gem, such a gem if you are really strengthening your skin barrier, or if you're dealing with some texture, tiny bumps on your skin. These two took care of it really well for me. And yeah, I'm just waiting for this to get over so that I can buy both of these at the same time from wherever these are available. And the last serum is from Foxtail. It's their Vitality, but like vitality, you know, retinol night serum. It says reduces fine lines and wrinkles, makes skin firmer, 0.15% retinol, cocoa butter and betaine. So like you can see, completely emptied it. I don't have anything left, and it took me a while. I think I've been using this for almost 5-6 months, I want to say. And so I introduced this very slowly into my skincare routine, did not use it every single day. So like started with every 3 days, and then slowly 2 days, never really did 1 day, every single day I mean. And it just worked for me. If you are already in your late 20s, early 30s, I think it's safe to introduce a serum like this. And it's very gentle, very mild. Because there's cocoa butter as well, it does not cause any irritation. And especially because I have dry skin, I can safely recommend this to you. Because if you know, retinol is supposed to cause irritation, dryness, flakiness on the skin. None of that happened with this, thank goodness. And all I have to say is that they nailed the formulation in this one. It works and does not cause irritation. That's exactly what you want in a retinol serum. So definitely repurchasing this for sure. Now I have the moisturizer / cream category, and the only one that I've used this year is the Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion from the Face Shop. I know it says emulsion, but this pretty much can be your moisturizer, because look at the texture. Can you see? I mean, yes, it is running down, but it is still on the thicker side. It's not very liquidy. This is the last step of my day routine and even nighttime routine. I don't use oils. I just don't feel the need to, because I'm doing so much. I'm already getting the nourishment and hydration and moisturization that I want. So this is generally the last step of my routine. And again, because this has ceramide in it, it's really good for your skin. I've also used the Foxtail ceramide moisturizer, this or that. I just don't happen to have that right now, but a major shout out to this one. Next is this one, which I just bought from the Cult app without doing any research. Actually, that's incorrect, I'm lying to you. I did do some research, and the videos, everything that I watched had like great reviews. So this is from the brand called Dr. G. This is the Red Blemish Clear Soothing Cream. Now, when I was researching about this, it said that it is one of the most sold items from this brand. Like every unit is sold every 10 seconds or something, you know, those kind of hyped claims. So I thought, must be really good, bought it, and for some reason this just does not work for me. Every time I've used this when my skin really needed it. Okay, I mean, it's actually marketed as something that is super soothing for your skin. Okay, and the next morning I've woken up with like those, you know, those whitehead wale chote pimples on my skin. So I'm not sure if this is what is causing me, but I think it is, and I'll tell you why. The consistency of this is, yes, gel like, sure, like you would think, okay, it's gel consistency, like it shouldn't really break you out. Gel is supposed to be really lightweight, but not this one. Because when you blend even a little bit of this, like this is like very tiny amount, right, but just feels different, you guys. The gel on this is not your typical Indian gel based moisturizers. It's just thick, it spreads a lot, takes a lot of time to absorb. Okay, it takes a lot of time. Maybe you're supposed to use like the tiniest amount, I'm not sure, but I just don't think that this has worked for me. Maybe I should give this a few more chance before I confirm that. But so far I'm just not feeling very confident about recommending this. Maybe I'll give this a few more shots and I'll come back to you on this. But this was an okay product again, at least at the moment. Now I have 3 masks for different times and different needs. The first one is from Foxtail. This is a Bright Side Purify and Glow. This is actually a cleanser and a mask. So if you just apply a nice thick layer, leave it on, this can work as a clay mask, like a milder version of clay mask, and then you can just wash it off like you do with any mask, or you can just apply this as a face wash and wash it off, so it's a cleanser. You get my point? Now I generally use this when it's that time of the month, my skin is, or my T-zone is starting to get oily, and I know I know a breakout is coming. I know it's somewhere in there. It's slowly rising to the surface. That's when I use this, and I think it really works. It's very gentle. Not very gentle. It works. Okay, it works. It's mild. It's not like your typical clay mask which kind of like cracks and everything. Because again, let me show you the consistency. So that's the consistency of it. My next mask is for when my skin is super dry. I need like a burst of hydration and nourishment. It's the honey mask from I'm From. Again, you might think that I've not used enough, but you really need like very little, and I'm not going to do that mistake I did last time. I think I dropped some of the oil from this mask, but it's so moisturizing. Oh my god, like the longer you leave it on, the better the results, of course. Like I think this also says that you just apply it and leave it on for as long as you can, and it does make your skin very nice, hydrated. Like any dryness or flakiness is gone, instantly gone. And I mean, I'm going to have this for a very long time, I think, because a little goes a long way with this. Next one is again from Dr. G. This is their brightening peeling gel. Now this is one of those, if you guys remember, Innisfree used to do this wine peeling jelly. Do you guys remember that? Oh my god, I don't know, like it used to be very famous back in the day. Okay, so it's one of those homage peeling, I think it's called, where you apply anywhere really on the skin and it starts to peel. I think it's nice. I've never really completely relied on a product like this for exfoliation. Like I use, you know, AHAs, BHAs from time to time for exfoliation, or even like a nice clay mask, a good one maybe from Simple, the vitamin C one. Those also work. But sometimes when you just like want instant gratification of feeling that yes, dead skin is gone, did I say gone? Then I use this from time to time, and it's quite nice. Would I repurchase this? No, definitely not. But I think it's okay. It's a nice feeling, yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this helpful in some way or another. Let me know your holy grail skincare of 2024 in the comments below. Subscribe, click on the bell notification, follow me on Instagram right over here. Give this video a big thumbs up, of course, like duh, you have to. I've been talking for hours, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.